Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the lives of martial arts legends. Today, we explore the extraordinary journey of Jon Bluming, a pioneering martial artist whose relentless passion and innovative spirit have left an indelible mark on the world of combat sports. Hailing from the Netherlands, Jon Bluming began his training at a young age, quickly distinguishing himself with his tenacity, discipline, and a fearless approach to martial arts. Throughout his career, Jon Bluming transcended traditional boundaries by mastering multiple styles and introducing radical ideas that reshaped the martial arts landscape. From his early days in karate to his influential roles in full-contact fighting, Bluming not only broke new ground but also inspired countless practitioners worldwide. His dedication to refining techniques and pushing the limits of physical and mental endurance made him a trailblazer in the evolution of modern martial arts. In this video, we honor Jon Bluming's legacy by revisiting his remarkable achievements and exploring how his contributions continue to influence today's martial arts scene. Join us as we uncover the inspiring story of a true legend, whose spirit of innovation and perseverance continues to inspire new generations of fighters. Johannes Cornelius Bluming, February 6, 1933 to December 17, 2018, was a Dutch martial artist, instructor and actor. Known as a pioneer in a variety of martial arts, Bluming held 9th Dan in Judo, 10th Dan in Kyokushin karate and 10th Dan in Hapkido. He was also the coach of two-time Olympic champion Willem Ruska. Early life and training. Born in Amsterdam, Bluming grew up in a Jewish neighborhood during the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands. When he was 13, he started to train in boxing, but 3 years later he applied for the Marines to escape poverty and was accepted to the boot camp in Doorn in July 1949. When the Korean War broke out in 1950, Bluming was sent to Korea as part of the Van Hoots Regiment. He received several decorations and was wounded twice, having to be moved to Tokyo to recover. It was there where he came in contact with Asian martial arts, witnessing a judo exhibition by Kyuzo Mifune at the Kodokan School in March 1953. Deciding to try judo when he returned to Holland, Bluming meanwhile trained Hapkido in Korea. Back in the Netherlands in November, Bluming trained in judo under Eddie Roosterman and the renowned Gerhard Opa Schutte at the Tungyang Club, gaining his black belt in 3 years. In 1956, Bluming was appointed coach of the Dutch national team, which won the European Championships in Bellevue. The following year he received the 3rd Dan from Tokyo Hirano by beating 75 judokas in 26 minutes, one of them being another 3rd Dan, in a tournament in the city of Ermelo, in which Bluming also fought with an injured toe. The victory got him invited to teach at a police dojo in Berlin, Germany. After winning some tournaments, he moved to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada in 1958, teaching judo at the Dalhousie University. Career in Japan. Upon his arrival to Japan, Bluming was accepted in the Kodokan Institute, where he trained under names like Toshiro Daigo, Yoshimi Osawa, and Kazuo Ito. His tenure was successful, winning all of his matches and reaching a record of points only matched by French 5th Dan Maurice Quell. Being satisfied with his throws, he moved with the renowned Yachihayo Kanemitsu to perfect his groundwork, and around the same time he complemented his judo training by learning karate, aikido, aiajutsu, bojutsu and kendo under masters like Takagi Shimizu and Ichitaro Kuroda. In karate he first joined the Shotokan school, but soon switched to Kyokushin, which was more to his liking. During his time in Tokyo he lived with Don F. Draeger and Robert W. Smith, and was in Draeger's judo class, where popular opinion placed the 25 best judo practitioners in Tokyo. Bluming gained his 4 degrees Dan after beating Akio Kaminaga by choke and Isao Inokuma by Uchi Mata Makikomi. He and Draeger also trained in bojutsu, aiajutsu and kendo with Tokyo police instructors Takagi Shimizu and Ichitaro Kuroda. Also under Don's tutelage, Bluming underwent training to move to a heavier weight class, ascending from his natural 176 to 224 pounds, 80 to 102 kilograms. This brought more success, as Bluming replaced Inokuma in a Ganin Gake, a judo challenge against 5 opponents of 3rd Dan or higher, and accomplished a shocking record of 4 seconds. Return to Europe. After his training in Japan, Bluming received a letter from the Netherlands in which Shudi asked him to come back and teach at the old dojo and the Amateurs Association for a year on contract. Bluming went back to teach his old friends, make some new ones, and possibly participate in the 1961 World Judo Championships in Paris in December, but his career halted after the Dutch Jiu-Jitsu and Judo Association, NJJB, impeded him from joining the competition. Bluming entered a public enmity with fellow Dutch star Anton Geesink, a potential rival, whom Bluming accused of working with NJJB chief Jan van der Horst to leave him out. Bluming issued a public challenge to the now world champion Geesink, but the NJJB again vetoed it. He then made a match against all comers, which was attended by some 80 judoka from 1st Dan to 4th Dan, and he still threw them all within about 4 seconds in full view of the press. Even so, Geesink did not step down to fight him. After watching Geesink's victory in Paris, a frustrated Bluming retired from competition and focused only on karate and teaching instead. In 1965, Bluming became the first non-Japanese to be awarded the 6 degrees Dan in karate from Majutatsu Oyama. This decision was controversial enough among Asian karatekas to force Oyama to put a challenge in a magazine, challenging any of them to a fight against Bluming in a boxing ring and promising to strip him from his black belt if the Dutchman lost. Oyama was so confident that he also promised a hefty bounty and swore to retire himself from the Kyokushin school. Only the Korean champion Kwon Mo-gun accepted the challenge and was swiftly knocked out by Bluming via shoti. Bluming remained a close co-worker of Oyama, but over time he became critical with his policies and eventually left the school due to disagreements with him, founding his own school, Kyokushin Budokai. However, he remained a respected member of the association, being awarded the 9 degrees Dan in 1989. 4 years later, Bluming was contacted by Akira Maeda from Fighting Network Rings, a professional wrestling and mixed martial arts promotion which had a working agreement with both Oyama himself and Bluming's apprentice Chris Dolman. Through Maeda, Majutatsu offered him to return as a trainer and mediator with Rings, which Bluming accepted on the condition to expel another of his enemies, Loke Hollander, from the school. In 1994, after Oyama's death, Bluming was awarded the 10 degrees Dan by Kenji Kurosaki. Bluming died on December 17, 2018, in De Bilt, Netherlands.
Well, we started. I remember that I looked at his hand and he said, "Oh, you can have a hand like that." I said, "Oh?" He said, "Yes, there, Makiwara, boom, boom, boom." So I went there. He said, "Yeah, no, boom, 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 and keep going." I said, "Oh." Whop, whop, and Jesus, that hurts. Bam, 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 and I had a big, that is all water. And the next day I said, "Nice, nice." He said, "Yeah, but go again." I said, "What?" He said, "You go again." So I thought, fuck it. And I said, knack, and all you hear is, and knack, knack, knack. 6 weeks later, I had knuckles, I hit the wall, and he said, "Good, good, good." So, from the 2nd or 3rd time, I was allowed to fight. And I fought with somebody who in the old days was 3rd in the student championships karate. But don't forget, in those days, you were not allowed to hit. It was all, in the air. So, I didn't know what to do, but I saw always watch Kurosaki, because he was the big rough son of a bitch. And he always fought not like this, he fought like this. And very fast with his feet. So, I went like this too. And this guy looked at me, and then I saw something funny in his eyes. He was afraid. So and he went like this. I gripped him and I made Hanegoshi. Whoop, and he was hanging there. And Oyama looked up, whoop, stop! So I put the guy back. From that day on, they didn't want to really fight with me because they know if I have contact, I would throw. And that's how it really started, all those things. It's ridiculous because you can find out easily that it is not possible, even what they say. To start with, Oyama claimed, oh no, Oyama didn't claim, his students claimed, in these stupid books. The Japanese are crazy about those books. And all the lies and all the big stories they put in there. Not in real life. In this stupid. So, after Oyama died, one of his students put in one of those books, Oyama did 300-man kumite. And he fought for 3 days. Come on now. It's unbelievable. Several years ago, I hear championships in Paris. Kyokushin team championships. Then there is some Scots guy. He says, yes, dit is the Kyokushin guy, made famous by the famous Masoyama, who killed in his life 85 bulls. Now think about it. Until 1975, 76, when the last time I met him in 76, he has not killed any bulls because he hasn't fought any bulls. He has never even seen a bull. He fought in 1952, not a bull, an ox. But that's different. Then Oyama comes and he hits this poor ox. You see the picture? You see the eye of the ox? It's pure fear for what the fuck is going on. And then Kurosaki told me some years ago, and I have 3 witnesses there. Chris Dolman is one witness, and Maeda from Japan is a witness. Kurosaki went to Tateyama City, to that ox, with a hammer, and he hit the horn. So when Oyama came, boom, yeah, of course. It was loose already. And he never killed them. He never killed the ox. They killed it in the abattoir, the slaughterhouse. Why all those lies? So he asked Oyama, and he said, all monkey business, all public relations. So, okay. He said, we had to start Kyokushinkai, so we tried to make it famous like that. You say, oh, Oyama was always fighting in his dojo. I am the only one who was there 3.5 years. I have never even seen him 1 damn minute fighting with anybody. He was always doing the kihon, sit behind his desk, and Kurosaki was doing his fuji here and then the fighting. I have never seen him fighting. I'm sure he can fight, of course. And he did break techniques, he did that very well. But why all those stories? He would say anybody who wants to do free fight can also do free fight in the Kyokushinkai. And I was supposed to be the teacher. I had to come to Japan every year at least twice for 6 weeks or 3 months. I would get an apartment there, I would travel first class, and I would get a percentage of the fights and things, so I would make a lot of money. So I said, well, if it is like that, it's okay. Well, you know what happened. Oyama got sick, and the 28th of April next year, instead of me going to Japan, Oyama died. And now they're almost sure that he was killed. He did not die of his sickness, because he was not that sick. He was killed by the Yakuza.
Jon Bluming's pioneering spirit and relentless dedication have forever changed the landscape of modern martial arts. His innovative approach to training and competition broke traditional barriers, inspiring countless practitioners to explore new techniques and expand their understanding of combat. Bluming's legacy is not only measured by his victories but also by the transformative influence he had on martial arts culture worldwide. His ability to integrate multiple fighting styles and push the boundaries of physical endurance set him apart as a true trailblazer. Bluming's career exemplifies the power of perseverance and innovation in martial arts, demonstrating that the pursuit of excellence often requires challenging established norms. His achievements continue to serve as a beacon for those who seek to transcend conventional limits and redefine their own paths in martial arts. Jon Bluming also played a pivotal role in promoting full-contact karate and establishing a competitive spirit that resonates even today. His influence extends beyond the ring, as he helped shape training methodologies and inspired the next generation of martial artists to embrace both technique and heart in their practice. The principles he championed remain a cornerstone of modern combat sports, reminding us that true mastery comes from a balance of strength, agility, and unwavering determination. Moreover, his legacy lives on through the many schools, instructors, and practitioners who continue to honor his teachings. Each time a new student steps onto the mat, they are carrying forward the vision of a martial artist who dared to innovate and redefine what it means to be a fighter. Bluming's contributions have become integral to the evolution of martial arts, influencing training philosophies and competition formats around the globe. Ultimately, Jon Bluming's journey serves as a powerful reminder that martial arts is not just about physical prowess, but also about mental fortitude, discipline, and the courage to innovate. His enduring impact on the world of combat sports ensures that his spirit will continue to inspire and guide future generations of martial artists for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, take a look at these videos that are in the cards at the end, like, comment, share, and see you in the next video.